is that? I see a baby.
Okay. Okay. Hello, my name's Jessica, and today I'm going to be talking about why you shouldn't have an open flame candle in your house. So have you ever left your house and wonder if you blew the candle out? I know I have. So I've turned all the way back around and went home and noticed that I did, or I haven't. And thankfully I turned around because I could have put not only myself in harm, but also, seeing that I live in an apartment, everybody in the building in harm. During my research this week, according to 1011 News, there was a house fire just this Wednesday. It killed one dog. It also sent one person to the hospital and caused $70,000 worth of damage. And how do you think that happened?
I read it, so I know it's a candle.
Yes, it happened from an open flamed, unattended candle in the bedroom. So how many of you have lit your candle and just left it in? A lot of you? I know I have, so you're not alone. I do that all the time. I'll light a candle and I leave the room, and it's unattended and you don't know what happens. Well, it's simple. A fire can easily start. So today that's what I'm going to go over. In 2018, an article called Candle Fire Safety was posted about stats from 2012 to 2016, stating that the U.S. Fire Department alone responds to 8,200 home fires due to candle fires. And that is per year. An average of 80 deaths, 770 injuries, and an average of $264 million a year in damages. So that's a lot, right? So everyone should be know the fire risks when lighting their candles in their home. I'm just going to say it again. 8,200 house fires a year due to fires from candles that could easily be prevented. So how do these candle fires start? It's quite simple. It's very simple. So candles, anything close to like a curtain or any fabric like this, like I have my warmer, I would never put a candle there because that would easily start a fire. How many of you have children or pets? All of you? Okay. So that as well is a risk, because I know my daughter, she'll throw things. It could easily knock over a candle. She's actually knocked over my warmers a few times. Of course, I have to clean up wax, but it's a lot easier to clean up wax than damages from a fire. And then not sturdy locations. So if the table is not steady or slanted, it could easily fall over and cause a fire. There's many more examples. But there's 2 reasons of why you guys should stop lighting candles in your home. The first one is it takes 2 minutes for a fire to become life-threatening. And the second one is it takes 5 minutes for a home to be engulfed in flames. That is less than the time it takes me to get through my speech tonight. So some candle alternatives, instead of using your candle with an open flame, I actually have some examples. So I myself never had a candle warmer, which you take your actual candle, hold on, an actual candle that you would light.
My mom uses those all the time.
She does?
Mm-hmm.
Well, this was my first one. I actually got it at Walmart for $5. And you just put your candle right on top of there, and it'll melt your wax, and it'll give you a fragrance that way, instead of having an open flame. Of course, this can be knocked over as well, but wax is always easier to clean up than a fire. And then, as well as your Scentsy warmers or any warmers that you can purchase anywhere that will warm your wax with a light bulb or a plate. those work as well instead of using an open flame candle. And then due to research back in an article in 2015 called Prevention Highlights, warmers were stated to not put off enough heat to actually generate a fire. So you're going to lower your risks of having a fire in your home by using a warmer instead. And I actually used this thing because I'd never used it before, and it took a while to make the wax completely melted. It actually took over 3 hours, but I could still smell it, so I know some people want an instant smell. And then there's also diffusers. So diffusers will take water and then oils and it'll diffuse it in your air. There's also sprays you can use, there's wallflowers, there's so many different alternatives than just using an open flame and causing a possible fire. So in the time that I have given my speech tonight, a home could possibly be engulfed in flames. And a whole family could be damaged. So was the open flame worth it? So tonight I have provided you and informed you on how candles can start fires, the damages that they can cause, and alternatives to easily prevent that from happening. I know I love my candles, but there's always an alternative than having an open flame. So I hope you guys will not use an open flame candle and just turn to warmers instead.